Welcome to the session Unix Shell Programming. Myself, S. Nagamalikraj, Assistant Professor CSE Department from Vignan Institute of Information Technology. Today, from Unit 3, the lecture is, we are going to discuss looping in shell programming. So, we discussed in previous lecture input-output redirection. There we seen what is meant by standard streams and why we need redirection. We seen the classifications of redirection, that is input redirection, output redirection and error redirection with all neat examples. So now the present lecture is looping in shell programming. So in this lecture we are going to discuss these topics, why we need loops and about for loop with examples, while loop and until loop, select loop, break statement, continuous statement with all examples we are going to discuss in this session. While coming to lecture outcome, students able to know how to use for loop, while loop, until and select loops. Not only that, students able to know what is the effect of break statement and continuous statement in the shell script. So while coming to loops, why we need loops means, so loops is nothing but it is a fundamental concept in any programming language. So while coming to loops, is nothing but it will execute some group of statements frequently or repeatedly. That is the meaning of loop. Now let us check what is the reason of executing group of statements repeatedly with some examples. Assume I want to print, this is the output I want expecting, the value of I is 1, like that. The value of I is 2 and so on 100. The value of I is 100. Assume like that, to print this output, the value of I is 1, the value of I is 2 and so on, the value of I is 100, we need 100 statements. Instead of that, if we are using the loop, so we can check what is the statement that we are going to frequently executing. We can put that statement inside the loop. So let us consider this is the loop statement. Instead of writing 100 times the statement to execute this output, those statements we can keep inside the loop. Assume here we are considering while loop. Here while loop I am writing I less than or equal to 100. LE indicates less than or equal to. So in normal languages we can write like this, no? While I less than or equal to 100. That means here how many statements are there inside the loop means do, done. This indicates the starting of the loop. This indicates ending of the loop. Inside the loop 2 statements are there. So each and every time these 2 statements will execute. So after the result is same whatever we are expecting here, the value of I is, first it will get 1, after that I value will increment, now I value is 2, 2 less than 100, it is true, that's why again loop will execute, it will print again the value of I is 2, again increments, now I value 3, 3 less than 100, now the I value is 3, like that 100 times this loop will repeated. So in this way, instead of writing 100 statements to get this output, we can keep what is the statement that we are frequently executing, that code inside the loop. That's why we are saying loop is nothing but a sequence of instructions that is repeated continuously. So based on the requirement, how many times we want to execute that statement, that depends on this condition. Here I kept here 100. So 100 times this code will repeatedly executed. So in this way we are going to use loops. So while coming to Unix, there are 4 types of loops are there. One is while loop, for loop, until loop and select loop. Let us discuss one by one. Now let us see the for loop. This for loop operates on list of items. So while coming to syntax, for variable in value 1, value 2 and so on value n. So this is nothing but list of values or list of items. List of items are list of values. Next, do, that means for variable in value, first it will consider this first item. For this first item it will execute this for loop. Do, done, it indicates this is the starting point of the for loop and this is the exit point of the for loop. Inside this do, done, how many statements we are writing, that statements are indicated body of the for loop. Assume only one statement is there. That means each and every time only that statement will executed repeatedly. If 3 statements are there, each and every time those 3 statements will executed repeatedly. So this indicates block. So how many statements we are writing inside this do done, that indicates the body of the for loop. Now how many times it will execute means, for loop it depends on the how many values that are present here. So it depends on the completely list of items. Assume a list of items contains 5 values, value 1, value 2, value 3, value 4, value 5, like that 5 values are there. So now how many times this code will repeat, or how many times this loop will repeat means 5 times. That means the number of iterations is depend on the list of items. Now first it will consider this variable for the first value. For this first value it will execute this entire loop. After that variable is considered this second value, and again this loop will execute. Again variable will consider this third value, so again this loop will execute, like that. If only 5 values are there, so value 4, value 5, like that. After that, when it will reaches to the end of the list of the item, then it will exit from the for loop. So in this way we are going to execute for loop. So let us see here graphical representation. For first item that is present in the list, for that one iteration will done, or how many statements are we are writing between do and done, those statements will executed. Again if the second item is there in the list, for that again second time will repeated. Assume if third item is there, again third iteration will be done, like that. It depends on the number of items that are presented here. If 6 items are there, then 6 iterations will be done. Let us consider this example. This is the file name. So this is the file name for loop demo. So in that in this file name, this is the code that is present. So file name is for loop demo. So here this is the variable name, and these are the values, value 1, value 2, value 3, value 4, value 5. Now how this loop executes means, do done is nothing but starting and ending of the for loop. Inside only one statement is there, so this is the body of the for loop. So each and every time only this statement will repeated continuously. So here 5 items are there, that's why 5 times this statement will execute. Now first time I in 1, that means assume this is the I variable. Now I in 1 means, now for I variable 1 value will assign, 1 will assign. Now what happens here, sum is equal to expr $sum plus 1, assume another variable sum. Now here sum plus $I, initially sum contains some null. For this we are adding $1, $1 value is 1, now sum contains 1. Again loop will repeat, it will consider the second value or second item. Now 2 is assigned to I, now I contains value 2. Again loop of the for loop will execute. Now $sum plus $I, $sum means 1, what is the $I? 2, that means 1 plus 2. So the answer is 3. So here 3 is updated. Again it will consider this third item. For I now third value is present. Now consider the for loop, expr $sum plus $I. What is the answer of the $sum is now 3. Now $I contains 3. The answer is 6. So sum value is updated with 6. Again loop will repeated with fourth item. Now 4 is assigned to the I. So I contains the fourth value. That means previously sum value is 6. 6 plus 4. The answer is 10. Now sum is updated with 10. Now it will consider the fifth one. Now I contains fifth one. Now same $sum plus $I is nothing but 10 plus 5. Previously 10, I contains 5. So the answer is 15. So now loop will exit or loop will terminate because all items in the list are completed. That's why it will exit from the for loop. So after exiting of the for loop, the answer is echo $sum. So you can check here, the answer is 15. So now while coming to while loop. So in previous we discussed about for loop. So for loop, the iterations was based on the number of items that are present in the list. Now we are going to discuss about in while loop. Here command is evaluated and based on the result loop will be executed. But whereas in for loop, the number of iterations were based on the number of items present in the item list. For example, 5 items are there in the item list, 5 iterations will be done. So while coming to while loop, the execution of the body of the while loop is depends on the result of the test evaluation or result of the command. For example, here syntax is while command and do is nothing but, for example, first command will evaluated or test expression will be evaluated. So based on the result, body of the while loop will be executed. So body of the while loop is nothing but in between do and done, how many statements that we are writing, that is known as the body of the while loop. It may be single statement or 2 statements. So based on the requirement, we can write some statements. So those statements which is enclosed between do and done, that group of statements is known as body of the while loop. So the execution of the body of the while loop is depends on the result of this command. In while loop, if the test evaluation result is true, then body of the while loop will be executed. So again test evaluation result will evaluated, again if it is true, again body of the loop will executed. Like that this process will continuously repeatedly happen. So when this body of the loop execution will terminate means till the evaluation result becomes false. If the test evaluation result is false, then the execution of the body of the while loop will be terminated, and after the while loop the statement which is present, that statement will be executed. So it is very clear that first it evaluates the command or it will evaluate the test expression. So if the result is true, then body of the while loop will be executed. So until the test evaluation is false, the body of the while loop will continuously executed. So if the test evaluation result is false, then body of the while loop will terminated. So the statement which is present after the while loop, that will be executed. So let us consider some examples. Let us consider one example here. VI editor space while loop demo. This is the file name. The file name is while loop demo. So this is the VI editor. So this is the entire content that is present in the file. So this is the file name. So this is the content that is present in this while loop demo. So if you carefully observe what is the content here means, first of all here we are writing variable is equal to value. That means initially we are assigning a is equal to 0. Assume this is a variable. We already know that variable holds some value. So initially that value is 0. So the variable name is a, that variable holds the value 0 because we are assigning the value 0. Now between do and done, how many statements are there? 2 statements are there. That means body of the for loop contains 2 statements. One, and this is the second statement. Each and every time these 2 statements will be executed repeatedly based on the result of the test evaluation. So now this is the test evaluation or command. So this is the syntax. Within the square bracket we have to write the test evaluation. So square brackets indicates test evaluation syntax. So within the square brackets we have to write the test evaluation. So this entire thing is test evaluation part. Test evaluation part. So here another important thing is we have to maintain some white spaces. Where we have to maintain white spaces means after while we have to write white space, then open square bracket, nothing but test evaluation is started from here, and again after that we have to write white space. Next here some variable is there, and again after that white space, and here this is LT is nothing but less than, again after that white space, next some value is given, after that again white space, and after that closing of the test evaluation. So definitely we have to maintain these all white spaces inside the test evaluation, and in between while and test evaluation also we have to write the white space. Next let us consider what is the syntax here. $a. $a is nothing but we are trying to assessing the value that is present in the variable a. Now what is the meaning of $a? Nothing but 0. That means a means this one. $a indicates the value that is present in this variable a, nothing but 0. Here LT means less than. Here some operators are there. LT means less than, LE means less than or equal to, GT means greater than, GE means greater than or equals to, EQ means equals to, NE means not equals to. So this is nothing but like this. These are the operators. So based on the requirement, we can use less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, equals to or not equals to. Here I am using the logic $A less than 10. So in symbolically this is the meaning, A less than 10. For this we are writing in Unix, A nothing but here we are writing $A. This less than is within hyphen symbol LT, nothing but less than, and directly we are writing here value 10. So in other languages like C, we are writing like this. The syntax is while A less than 10. But whereas in Unix we can write, we have write but whereas in Unix we have to write like this. So within test evaluation syntax we have to write that condition. So here the condition is A less than 10. Now the process will start like this. So first it verifies A less than 10 is nothing but 0 less than 10. So now what is the result of this test evaluation? 0 less than 10? Yes, it is true. So we already discussed that the body of the execution of the body of the while loop is based on the result of the test evaluation. Now here we are saying 0 less than 10. So the result of the test evaluation is true. So when the test evaluation result is true, then execution of the body of the while loop will be done. That means if it is true, do means yes, we have to execute these two statements. First statement is echo $A. So now what is the present value? A, 0. That's why in output if you observe here 0 value present. Next after that we are writing here A is equal to EXPR $A plus 1, nothing but expression. What this expression indicates? We are adding one value to the present value that is present in the A. That means A present value is 0. So $A is nothing but 0 plus 1. What happens? 0 plus 1 is nothing but 1. So after execution of this entire thing, the answer is 1. Now 1 is assigned to A. So now the old value is replaced with new value. The present value of A is 1. Again loop will be repeated. Again test evaluation will be done. Now A less than 10. Now what is the result? 1 less than 10. Again answer is true. Yes, 1 is less than 2. That's why the result is true. If it is true, again body of the while loop will be executed. While first statement is $A. $A means what is the present value that is present in the A? 1. So 1 will be printed in the screen. Like that. Again increment will happen. That means adding one value to the existing value of the variable A. So after execution of these, 2 will come. So again test evaluation. 2 is less than 10. Yes, it is true. Again this will be executed like that. 2, like that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Assume if it is 9, that means echo $A means now assume the present value A contains 9. So that's why 9 less than 10. 9 less than 10. Yes, it is true. That's why echo $A is 9. So 9 is printed on the output. Now in test in increment operator, what happened? EXPR $A plus 1. So 9 plus 1. Now the answer is 10. Now A value is replaced with 10. Now again test evaluation, 10 less than 10. So the test evaluation result is false. So the test evaluation result is false. So this false indicates it will terminate the while loop, or it will comes out of the while loop and it will execute the statement which is present after the while loop. That means these two statements, or it will never the control will never enter into the while loop, because the result of the test evaluation is false. So the while loop body will be executed until the test evaluation result is false. If the test evaluation result is false, automatically termination will happen, and the statement which is present after the while loop, that statement will be executed. So this is the output for this code 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why 10 value not came is 10 less than 10. The result is false. That's why termination happened. So this is all about while loop. Now third loop present in Unix is until loop. So this is opposite to the while loop. while loop body, when it will execute means condition is true, the while loop will execute. When the condition is false, then it will exit from the while loop. Whereas until loop, when the condition is or when the command result is false, then the loop of the until loop will execute. If the condition is true, then it will exit from the until loop. So it is quite opposite to the while loop. So the until loop is executed as many as times the condition or command evaluates to false. If it is while loop, that loop will execute when the command evaluates to true. So when this until loop exit or terminates means the loop terminates when the condition or command becomes true. So that's why we are saying it is quite opposite to the while loop. Same syntax is, you have to write like this: until and command, do, done. In between do, done, we have to write what are the statements that are going to execute. So let us consider one example. The file name is VA space until demo. The file name is until demo. This is the VA editor. In the VA editor, we are writing this code. So A is equal to 0. So this is the code that is present in this file until demo. So how many lines or how many statements are there total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total content present in 7 statements in until demo. Whereas in until loop, these are the 2 statements. So each and every time when the condition is false, these 2 statements will be executed. So starting, let us check here. A is equal to 0. So initially A variable contains, the answer is 0. Now 0 is greater than 10. This is the meaning of this one. $A means A contains value 0. So 0, GT means greater, value is 10. So 0 greater than 10, what is the answer means? False. If it is while loop, the loop will terminate, but it is until loop. So even though the condition is, or even though this test evaluation result is false, then only it will execute the loop of the until body. So the result is false. So false, no, that's why until loop will execute. So now answer is echo $A. That means in output 0 will print, then increment will happen. Now A value is 1. Again we'll check like this. 1, now A value is 1. 1 greater than 10, false. So again A will print like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When this loop will terminates means, assume now A value is 10. So 10 greater than 10, answer is false. So that's why echo $A, 10 will printed on the output screen. Again A increment, now A value is 11. 11 greater than 10, the answer is true. So when 11 greater than 10 means the answer is true. That's why this until loop will terminates. So before 10 means up to 10, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, answer is here. Why it terminates means here test evaluation result is true. So it is quite opposite to the while loop. So while loop, when the result of the test evaluation is true, then only body of the while loop will executed. When it will terminates means, if the test evaluation result is false, then only while loop will terminated. While coming to until, whenever the test evaluation result is false, then only the loop of the until will executed. If the test evaluation result is true, then the loop of the until loop will terminated. So in this way, you are going to execute for loop, while loop and until loop.